Now, IGAD's Regional Council of Ministers has also responded to the violence. It's demanding a ceasefire and the return of all armed forces to their barracks, as well as the reopening of peace talks between both sides under the aegis of the UN mission in the country.
The Council, number one, condemns in the strongest terms the eruption of the fighting on 7th July 2016 between Sudan's People's Liberation Army, SPLA, and the SPLA in opposition, SPLA-IO, in Juba, and the huge loss of lives and casualties, as well as destruction of properties that still continues unabated. Two, further condemns the targeting of the UN compound and attempts to prevent civilian populations from getting protection. Third, urges President Salva Kiir Mayardit and First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar to assume their responsibility and take immediate measures to prevail upon their respective military leaders and stop the fighting that continues unabated in Juba and may soon escalate to other areas in South Sudan.
Let's head over live to Kampala now. Hilary Yesiga is standing by with more data on this story. Hilary, Uganda sent troops and air support into South Sudan during the last round of fighting. Is it likely to do so again this time round?
Yes, Rama, Uganda, according to the army spokesperson Pade Ankunda, Uganda will not send troops to intervene in South Sudan. Although they say they are concerned about the situation and what is happening in South Sudan, they will not intervene in that conflict. And they expect the regional body, IGAD, to find a solution to that conflict.
Give us a sense of how Ugandan enterprises have been affected by this latest eruption of fighting.
Now, the border has been closed for 3 days now, and traders are stuck with their merchandise. And trucks loaded with goods cannot cross from either side of the border. Just to let you know, South Sudan is Uganda's largest export in the region. And each day the border is closed. This means Uganda is losing millions of dollars. And if this crisis continues, it means Uganda's economy will be affected.
Indeed. Uganda, of course, was also hosting over 200,000 refugees from South Sudan, and that was by the end of June. Given the latest surge in violence, I know you've just mentioned that the border has been closed. Has the flow of refugees increased?
According to the UNHCR, they say there are no movement of persons across the border because it is closed. But reports coming in indicate that several refugees have started coming from South Sudan, and in the coming weeks, more are expected to come.
Indeed. One last question for you, Hilary. When Uganda talks about a regional solution being advocated by IGAD, what exactly does that entail? Is it a question of arms embargoes, deploying troops on the ground, commercial sanctions, for example, being levied on South Sudan's government and persons of interest?
Definitely. They expect the regional body just to come in and negotiate, mediate between the parties, and as they want the situation to calm down, and in this situation they expect the regional body to intervene in this situation.
Indeed, we'll leave it there for the time being. Thank you for that. That's Hilary Yesiga, is part of the team that's monitoring, of course, developments in South Sudan, live from the Ugandan capital, Kampala.